Okay, so what I've got today, just to test this out, is these War of the Spark theme booster packs. Now, these were a product that was introduced, I believe they were introduced with the latest Ravnica block. Well, it's not really a block, right? The latest two Ravnica sets. I think that's when they were introduced. Let me think about that. I think we had them for that. And I bought them because I was in that at that time I was playing in a home sealed league, and what we did was we opened a sealed pool, 6 packs, and then we would build a deck, and then after one round of games, we would add a theme booster pack to boost, whatever colors we had settled on for our sealed deck, and it was a lot of fun. We would add one of these. We would actually add one until we ran out of them. There were 3 to 4 of us playing it at any given time. After each round, we'd add a pack, and then we switched off to adding random packs. So we ended up being pretty strong in a couple of colors, and but once we got far enough down the line, I mean, it was more like playing constructed than it was playing sealed, which was fun anyway. All right, so today I'm just going to open these. Because I have no more use for them. Maybe I'll get a hit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that these packs have the same card pool as draft boosters. So I don't remember what is the money. All I remember is the Japanese language alternate art Liliana is the big money from this set. But I don't know if that's actually in these boosters. But we'll see what I get. All right, so I've only got one white. As you can see, this was a box that I opened, and I guess we must have opened the white one because I have 2 of everything else. So I've got like 2 blues, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks. That's the black. 2 reds and 2 greens, but only 1 white. So there you go. God Eternal. Oh, that's true. I remember those guys. And ladies, I guess. Let's check this out. All right, so when you open one up, nice flip top open, you get this little sleeve. I used to be very, very, I collected everything, and so I have a set of these laying in a box somewhere. Once I find them, I'll probably throw them out. They're not really good for anything. I had this this idea that I was going to cut these out and sort of Mod Podge them onto a case, so it would be, covered in magic stuff, but I don't really go to play anymore anywhere. How's the stream looking? It looks from my end like it's doing really well. Can anybody give me a comment on that? That'd be nice. All right, so we've got Wanderer's Strike, the Wanderer, Dovin Hand or Control. Yeah, most mythics are good. That's a good point. So what I'd expect to see in the white pack are a couple of rares. I think it was between 1 and 4 rares for these. I don't remember exactly. A bunch of uncommons. I forgot that this is where uncommon planeswalkers made their first appearance, right? We have a bunch of commons. Ooh, Rally of Wings. That was a fun card to play. Prison Realm. That's our Oblivion Ring of the set. Firemind Vessel. Gideon's Triumph. Oh, Gideon's Sacrifice. The story. Johnny's Pridemate. How many of you folks think that there's going to Gideon's going to make a comeback at some point? Isn't that pretty much every hero's arc is they die, but then they don't actually die? Yeah, these are terrible to crack for value, and I'm just cracking them because, I mean, I got nothing, right? I mean, these are just sitting around taking up space, and I could, give these cards away or Godpharaoh statue. Do something with them. Rally of Wings. Should be getting to the rares pretty soon here. Gideon's Triumph, Pegasus, Parhelion. Well, I guess it's not 2. So my rare for this pack is Parhelion. This was a pretty cool. This was a limited bomb. It's 8 for a legendary artifact vehicle. Flying, First Strike, and Vigilance. Whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create 2 4/4 White Angel creature tokens with Flying and Vigilance that are attacking. Notice it doesn't say tapped and attacking, which is nice because then you get them for blocking the next turn. All right, you think he's gone? I mean, that's completely possible. In fact, the Wanderer is one of those White Walkers that entered in War of the Spark as sort of a new walker, right? They were the big mystery. Greasefang combo. Oh yeah, Greasefang. Parhelion spiked due to Pioneer. Oh, okay. What is the value of Parhelion then? Yeah, terrible to crack for value, right? Because you get a rare and then you get like commons and uncommons, which is fine. These were really good to drop into a sealed deck because uh, you'd fill in the holes where you were missing a common or a couple of commons or some synergies that you didn't have in your sealed pool. It was nice. Greasefang. Okay, got it. Greasefang. I'm gonna open a blue one. Got right off the bat, I see Narset there. Narset's cool. I know that she's actually played, right? Narset is a modern card? I don't remember. I think, isn't she in modern blue-white control? Narset, Dovin again. Kasmina, Bond of Insight. Yeah, Narset is mean. If you remember to play her, because if you remember her effect, I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to stop people from drawing. Some commons. Modern Pioneer EDH CDH. Okay, well, that's something. Lazotep Plating. Flux Channeler. Bond of Insight. Bonds were fun, limited cards. Firemind Vessel again. Jace's Triumph. Augur of Bolas. Augur of Bolas was a great limited card. Rescuer Sphinx. Bond of Insight. Augur again. Rescuer Sphinx again. Jace's Triumph again. And Silent Submersible. So we have basically a penny rare here. Silent Submersible, 2 blue, blue for a vehicle. Whenever Silent Submersible deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. So yeah, crew 2. I guess it's not terrible, but I don't think it saw much play, either in Constructed or in... It is terrible? Okay, I stand corrected. This card is terrible. All right, let's open a black one. I needed Island Walk. I know, right? It needed some sort of unblockableness. I think there is a card that does that in this set, or maybe it gives it flying. I can't remember. It's even terrible as a meme. Yeah, it's not great. All right. Ooh, Vraska. I really liked Vraska in this set. I wish that they had upgraded her and given her rare status because she's actually one of my favorite walkers. Yeah, Silent Submersible, right? Like, where's the submersible part? It's basically a looter scooter that's worse. Anyway. Vraska, Davriel, oh yeah. Oh, Ashiok. Oh, Ob, Nixless. Yeah, those are good. I liked those guys in Limited. Liliana's Triumph. Bond of Revival. Dreadmalkin. Oh, I got plenty of use off Dreadmalkin. Zombie Cats for the win. Spark Harvest. Good removal in the unlimited environment anyway. Eternal Taskmaster. God Pharaoh's Statue. Ghost Form. That wasn't what I thought it was. Cruelty, blah, 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 blah. Eternal Taskmaster again. Emergence Zone. This was pretty fun when you're playing a 5-color deck in this format, which was completely possible and limited. Oh, look at that. We got Liliana's Triumph and God Eternal Bantu. So that's a pretty good hit. But God Eternal Bantu is black, black, and 3. Legendary creature, Zombie God. 5/6 with Menace. When God Eternal Bantu enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. When God Eternal Bantu dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. So yeah, Ghost Form is good. It's a great limited card. God Eternal Bantu, coming back to see you if you kill it. Pretty good. Good card. Do a red one. Does it? Says CDH play 2? Yeah, Emergence Zone's pretty good. If you've got multiple... Well, that's not what I thought it was, but it's still pretty good. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. I mean, that doesn't suck. All right, red coming up. Here's our red sleeve. We've got Tibalt right off the top. Oh yeah, the The sack deck was a lot of fun. I remember playing that. I played a lot of this set, particularly in my sealed league, the private sealed league that I was talking about earlier. Because once the sealed was over, we could take the sealeds from the Ravnica sets and just construct sort of a block limited format. They don't do that anymore, but it was a lot of fun. Big Pig. Oh yeah, the Razorback God, right? Tibalt, Saheeli, Jaya, Tibalt's Rager, Tibalt again, Dreadhorde twins. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Red Zombie. And blah 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 blah. Chandra's Triumph. That's all right. Interplanar Beacon. Oh yeah, this is the one I was thinking of about the multicolor spells. Cyclops. Bolt Bend. This is a fun card. Bolt Bend again. Devouring Hellion. This was fun. That's the sacrifice synergy that I was talking about earlier. Bond of Passion. Cyclops, Litromancer, and Sarkhan. I don't know if this guy's played, but he's definitely a fun card. He turns all of the other planeswalkers into a 4/4 dragon with flying, and so he just makes everybody dragons. He can also create dragon creature tokens. So, and also so I should read it, huh? 3 red. Legendary Planeswalker Sarkhan starts at 5 loyalty. Whenever a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. +1 until end of turn. Each Planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 dragon creature and gains flying. And -3, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. He makes 5-color Super Friends lists. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't have a 5-color. In fact, the only list I run is my Angels list, which I haven't actually run yet. But thanks, Court, for that. I'm going to play it whenever we decide to play again. And I'm not taking care of a 3-week-old. That kind of takes up a lot of my time. Okay, so green. Atraxa. This is a don't steal me card. Hashtag soon. Hashtag we'll see. Hashtag I'll believe it when I see it. All right, Vraska, Kiora, Zhang Yangu. Did I say that right? I probably did not say that right. Storm the Citadel. This is Triumph. I think we've got a Triumph for every color so far. Evolution Sage. Mowu. I like Mowu. Evolution Sage. This is Triumph. Emergent Zone. Ooh, Primordial Worm. This is Triumph. This is not a very spicy green pack. Storm the Citadel. Ugin's Conjurant. That was a fun card to play with. Paradise Druid. That's a decent uncommon. And Vivian's Arcbow. A legendary artifact, green and 1. For X, tap and discard a card. Look at your top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is sort of the first birthing pod effect we've seen in sort of the modern era of Magic, but they've done a few more since then, as I'm sure you all know. All right. So many cards, so few rares. Let's see the blue. All right. Got Kasmina's Transmutation. That's supposed to start off with a Narset. Narset, Ashiok, Kasmina. Things, stuff. Eternal Skylord. Weird red-blue zombies. Lazotep Plating. Flux Channeler. Jace's Triumph. Interplanar Beacon. Oh yeah. Interplanar Beacon. Lazotep Plating. Lazotep Plating. Emergent Zone, Augur, and Fibblethip. I had, you guys, I did so much cheese with this card in my sealed league. I had a couple of them in my deck and ways to, target it with a spell, plug it back in. It was, yeah. I just remember like cycling this guy. I can't remember how I did it, but he was fun. I don't think he's worth very much though, which is fine. I mean, Fibblethip is the man. Nobody can convince me otherwise. All right, black. Well, I'm so happy that my internet's finally fixed. I don't know if how many of you saw what was wrong, but it turns out that we had some rats in the attic a while ago, and they ended up chewing through the cable running to my cable modem. I had recently moved the cable modem into my office, and it's on a different cable run than where it was before. And I moved it into my office so that I could plug the streaming PC directly into it. Also, the cable modem is my work cable modem, so I have a residential line and a work line for reasons. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home software engineer type person, so I moved it up here. Anyway, long story short, rats chewed through it. I moved it up here, started experiencing a horrible packet loss. Unfortunately, I discovered that while trying to stream because it was fine for doing things like checking email, but not so much for streaming. And it took me a little while. I actually had 3 different technicians come visit and try to fix it. And finally, the last set that came over on Saturday were able to run a wire outside my house, drill through the wall, and now I have a brand new run for my business modem over here. All right, Angrath, Vraska, Davriel, I like this guy. Price of Betrayal. Common. Liliana's Triumph, Bond of Revival, Dreadmalkin. Dreadmalkin. Emergent Zone, Liliana's Triumph, Price of Betrayal, Bleeding Edge, Vizier of the Scorpion, and Command the Dreadhorde. I had so much fun not in Sealed League, but in pre-release with this card because you just stall until you can cast this, and then it's basically, oh man, it's like the nuclear option, right? Especially in limited, you have creature-based decks for the most part. In this format, you did have creature-based decks, and Command the Dreadhorde was just, it knocked you right down, or rather your opponent. So that's a fun card. I don't know if it sees any play. It's pretty expensive. Maybe in Commander. I don't know. I don't know enough about the Commander format. I should probably learn something about it. All right, red. Red sleeve. Don't steal me, please, card. Yeah. All right, Angrath, Tibalt, Semet, Jaya, Bond of Passion, Tibalt's Rager, Devouring Hellion, Bond of Passion, Dreadhorde Twins, Tibalt's Rager, Devouring Hellion. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Chandra's Triumph, Raging Crunch. Raging Crunch is cool. Kind of a coward, but he's cool. Emergent Zone, Cyclops Electromancer, and Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Dreadhorde Arcanist. I also played Standard at this time, and Dreadhorde Arcanist was amazing next to Feather because you could set up a cycle where you would cast a spell on Feather that would, let you target something else that you and buff them both, and then Dreadhorde Arcanist lets you recur that from the graveyard. It was pretty cool. I don't know if that's still a deck. Probably not. It wasn't super strong in Standard, but it was just a lot of fun to play. All right, and green, our final pack here. Yeah, I suggest, as pointed out earlier, these are not great to crack for value, as you can see. But if you have a home league, I mean, these are really amazing. These are pretty fantastic, actually. because they just fill in the gaps for your, sometimes you don't get the commons you need for the synergies that you're trying to play. And I mean, you can see how many commons you get in these. Okay, Zheng Yu, Huatli, Arlen. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to say the H. Huatli. God Pharaoh's statue. Stacks. Challenger Troll. Evolution Sage. Moo-woo. Bond of Flourishing. So many commons. Wow, that's even a lot. Challenger Troll. Emergent Zone. And Nissa. Oh, and a double rare. We have Nissa, who shakes the world, and Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. So that was a pretty good ending for our little foray into theme boosters. There we go. Oh, I should read these. I read all the other ones. I didn't read Dreadhorde Arcanist. You guys probably know what they do. Anyway, Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. 2 green and 2 for a legendary planeswalker of type Vivian. 4 loyalty to start. You may cast creature spells as though they had flash. That doesn't suck. And +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. And -2. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Exile 1 face down and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Excuse me. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card and you may cast it if it's a creature card. So she's all about the creatures. Obviously, we have her bow over here. And Nissa, who shakes the world. Green, green, and 3 for legendary planeswalker Nissa, starting at 5 loyalty. War of the Spark was the first place that we saw planeswalkers with static abilities. They appeared on rare and mythic rare walkers. Whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional green. So that doesn't suck. I'm saying that a lot. +1, put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target non-creature land you control. Untap it if it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste that's still a land. -8, you get an emblem with lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So, yeah, you win. Basically at -8, because you can do a lot of things with that. Okay, so that's not bad. I think we got 10 rares, right, out of 9 packs. That's pretty good. Got these guys. Got a couple of duds, but I mean, I got a couple of good hits too. I really like pulling walkers. I know that that's just, the Johnny in me. Not so much because I like to play walkers everywhere, but I do like pulling them. It's pretty exciting. I just like to see that that special frame come out with the, loyalty abilities. It's just really neat. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for me. That was about half an hour, and I think I see 0 dropped frames, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So that means that I will be able to reschedule the box break for this week. I just need to figure out when I can actually do that. As you all know, I am currently the father of a 3-week-old newborn, so I have to figure out a way to do it during the day when he's napping / my other son is napping / my wife is napping. I think I'm going to have to do it during the day. I think evenings are out for the most part. Anyway, take care. See you later. Cheers.